Hello everyone, I'm Asadullah Khan Wazir. I hope you all are doing great. Today we will discuss the ongoing SCO Summit in Tianjin, China, which is considered as the record-breaking event in the history of the organization. So the question is, why is this summit of such a high strategic significance, and how will it impact the regional and global geopolitics? To discuss all these, I'm honored to be joined by Wang Han Yi, all the way from Beijing. Wang Han Yi is a researcher at the Center for Cultural Communication Studies and a lecturer at the School of Marxism Studies, Shanghai International Studies University. Wang Han Yi, thank you so much for your time. It's a pleasure having you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Asadullah. As always, I'm very happy to join the discussion. Yes.
Thank you so much. So, Wang, this year's summit in Tianjin carries immense significance against the backdrop of global transformation. So, from your perspective, why is this summit of such high strategic significance, and what makes Tianjin a symbolic choice for hosting this year's summit?
Okay, thanks for your question. About this question, I think there are maybe three reasons to explain why this Tianjin summit is so important. First, this is the fifth time that China held the SCO summit, and this time is the largest summit since the organization's establishment. We can know that this summit includes not only the 9 member states like Belarus and Iran. Those two countries are the new member states that joined the SCO last year and the year before. And also we have other member states like Russia, India, Pakistan, and other Central Asia countries joining in this SCO summit. And also we have one observer state, that is Mongolia, right? And also besides that, we have other 8 dialogue partners joining in, or we can say are participating, right? Because this day is the opening day, like Armenia, Cambodia, Maldives, Nepal, Turkey, and all these 8 dialogue partners, they are joining in this SCO summit. Additionally, 5 countries are specially invited, such as Turkmenistan, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, and Vietnam. Besides that, the representatives from 10 international organizations and multilateral mechanisms, they also participate in this summit. So we can know that this time, the Tianjin summit is the largest summit, right? Yeah. And secondly, we cannot overlook the current area's context. Maybe we must admit that the world economy has entered into the post-American era nowadays, and the world is undergoing unprecedented changes in the century. And also the global order is in a period of profound transformation and changes. Maybe let me take an example. We know Adam Posen, the director of the Peterson Institute for International Economics, right, PIE. And he pointed out in a recent article in the Foreign Affairs that he said that the Trump's imposition of the hefty tariffs on the ASEAN and European countries will lead to the growing diverse between the United States and those nations. So in the face of the rising unilateralism, the power politics and bullying, and the international community must present a unified voice to make the truth uncovered and foil this injustice. Otherwise, the world will fall back into the law of the jungle, and the majority of will be the first to be the brand of this impact, right? And last but not the least, the SCO can provide the platform for international cooperation amid those global changes. We know that the world currently faces numerous challenges, including geographical conflicts, the fragment of the world economy, and also the neglect of the demands of the global south, or we can say the developing countries. So as one of the regional organizations covering the largest population and the broadest geographical area in the world, the SCO advocates the Shanghai spirit, and those offers the non-conformmental model of cooperation distinct, which is really different from the zero-sum game. So from these three reasons, I think thus can explain why the Tianjin Summit is of great significance. And about the second question, what is the symbolic significance of choosing Tianjin? Yeah. Of course, we can say that this choice of Tianjin is by no means accidental, right? Okay. It symbolizes openness and connectivity in the new area. Because Tianjin was a key node in the ancient maritime Silk Road. And it serves as the land and sea convergence point for the Belt and Road Initiative, as well as the strategic pivot for the maritime Silk Road in the new area. And additionally, Tianjin is one of the China's earliest treaty ports and the largest comprehensive port city in the northern China. So in this way, we can say that Tianjin has close ties and deep connections with the member states of the SCO. And also, Tianjin is China's base for advanced manufacturing and research, the core area for international shipping in the northern part of China. And in addition, is the demonstration zone for the financial operations. More importantly, it is one of the pioneers, we can say, in the reform and opening up. Thus, we can say that Tianjin is the central city in the Bohai Rim economic circle. And furthermore, Tianjin is often referred as the exhibition of the world architectures with the history of over 600 years. So in this way, maybe we can say that Tianjin is not only an ancient city with a long history, right? But also at the same time, it's very modern and open to all the foreign countries. So it's known for its openness, inclusivity, and diversity of the culture. So from this perspective, maybe we can say hosting the SCO Summit in Tianjin will bring opportunities for the common modernization cooperation, while also can showcasing the latest achievements and vibrant vitality of China's economy and social development. Yeah.
Okay, so Hani, when you look at the SCO, it has gradually evolved as a platform for cooperation in multiple areas beyond security. For instance, it underpins economy, it underpins digital governance, digital connectivity, even economic resilience. So as we know that SCO Summit in Tianjin has kicked start today. So if you shed some light on what key agendas will be discussed at this summit and how do they reflect China's priorities for a just and multipolar world order?
Okay. Just as you said, I think the security cooperation is a fundamental pillar of the SCO, right? And it's the original mission of the SCO, from upholding the vision of the common, comprehensive, and cooperative and sustainable security to build the security community nowadays, and further to implementing the global security initiative. The SCO has continuously enriched the connotation of the security cooperation. And in recent years, actually, the SCO has engaged in the deep collaboration in those areas, such as countering the three evil forces of terrorism, separatism, and extremism, as well as data security and non-traditional security issues. So in my opinion, I think the security cooperation is still one of the important agenda in this Tianjin Summit. And also the economic and trade cooperation serves as the core driving force behind the SCO's vigorous development. We can see that under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, actually, SCO member states have actually deepened the cooperation in infrastructure, in the construction, and also promotion the regional connectivities and trade facilitation. Also, against the backdrop of the accelerating new round of technological revolution, the SCO countries have strengthened the interactions in fields such as the green technology, right, the digital infrastructure construction, and also driving the development of digital economy and technological innovation. Besides this, people-to-people exchanges and the climate issues are also key concerns for the SCO. And we know in July, the SCO International Film Festival was held in Chongqing, right, this year. And I think this festival served as a very important bridge for enhancing the cultural exchange and mutual understanding among people. So in this way, the SCO established numerous projects in areas including education, culture, health, and also poverty alleviation, right, to vigorously promoting the people-to-people exchanges and continuously deepening the sense of gain and identity among the publics of the member states of the SCO. Yeah. And
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so Han, there is an immense discussion going on about Xi Jinping's announcement in this summit. And as we know that Xi Jinping has previously introduced groundbreaking initiatives such as the Belt and Road Initiative, CPAC, the Global Development Initiative, and the Global Security Initiative. So if you tell us about at this year's SCO Summit, what new initiatives or measures can we expect him to announce to further strengthen regional cooperation?
Okay, since the principle of the Belt and Road Initiative, actually China has in fact successively put forward, just as you mentioned, the Global Security Initiative, the Global Development Initiative, and also the Global Civilization Initiative, right? So we call it one initiative plus the three others in recent years. And also at this year's SCO Summit, I think the President Xi Jinping, he will preside over the meeting of the Council of Heads of the State, right? And also the SCO Plus meeting to deliver the keynote speech at both events. So among the keynote addresses, the maybe 6 new aspects are highly anticipated. The first two is the new perspectives and the new propositions. President Xi Jinping will elaborate on China's new thinking and propositions regarding the SCO's role in promoting the Shanghai spirit, undertaking the missions of the area and responding to the expectations of the people. Since 2013, actually, the President Xi Jinping has emphasized the Shanghai spirit in every important address at the SCO Council of Heads of the State meetings. Yeah, so that's really important thing for the SCO Summit. And in fact, I think the SCO's attractiveness and the efficient operation stem precisely from its adherence to the principles of the Shanghai spirit. And the second is the new measures and the new actions. At the summit, the President Xi Jinping will announce new measures and actions by China to support the high-quality development and comprehensive cooperation of the SCO. The joint signing and issuance of the Tianjin Declaration, the approval of the SCO development strategy for the next decade, for the next 10 years, and also the adoption of a series of outcome documents on strengthening cooperation in the security economy and also people-to-people exchanges. So this summit is expected to achieve a range of cooperative documents that will chart the course for the future development. And finally, the new approaches and the new pathways. That's the last two news. At the summit, the President Xi Jinping will propose new approaches and pathways for the SCO to constructively uphold the post-World War II international order to improve the global governance system.
Okay,
and we know,
yeah. Carry on. Yeah.
And we know this year marks the 18th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. And the World Anti-Fascist War. So the Tianjin Summit will also issue the statement to commemorating the victory of the World Anti-Fascist War and the 80th year anniversary of the United Nations. So I think this is also equally worth anticipating. Yeah.
So, Hani, when you open a Western-led media institution, you will easily observe that several Western critiques have attempted, or even there also talks about it even today, that the SCO is ineffective or political motivated. So, in your perspective, how will this summit in Tianjin prove that SCO is not only relevant but also essential in tackling today's global challenges?
Okay. Actually, I think the Tianjin Summit will serve as the critical platform for the SCO to confront the so-called biases, maybe, and demonstrate its unique value and vitality through practical outcomes. With the slogan this year, promoting the Shanghai spirit, SCO in action, right? This is the slogan. The summit will prove its role as a significant force in addressing global challenges from the maybe following three dimensions I will interpret. The first one is practical cooperation. As I mentioned earlier, the SCO will promote cooperation among member states on the issues such as counterterrorism, economic and trade collaboration, the digital connectivity, and also climate cooperation, and so on. These actions will directly benefit the economic development and also the livelihoods improvement of the member states of the SCO, right? While also it will safeguard the global peace and development. And the second one, I think, is the inclusive and equitable agenda. In the Tianjin Summit will demonstrate through its inclusive and equitable common agenda that its core principle is a win-win cooperation rather than confrontation or just merely competition. So although differences may exist among the SCO member states, but this does not mean that they cannot cooperate with each other. This does not hinder these countries from reaching the consensus and taking joint actions in the areas of common interest. So this model, which allows for differences while enabling the pragmatic cooperation, inherently transcend the us or against us mindset, right? To transcend the zero-sum game. And also the SCO does not focus on the, but also rather addresses on the common topics of concern to the all member states, right? So in terms of the governance models, the SCO practices the genuine its decision making is based on the consensus building principles of the Shanghai spirit, which ensures the sovereignty and concerns of all the member states of the SCO, they are respected. Yeah, so I think through these pathways, maybe the Tianjin Summit will show that the SCO can really play a very important role in tackling today's global challenges.
Hani, as you mentioned about China's Victory Day Parade, which will be held on 3rd of September, and leaders like President Putin and Kim Jong-un are expected to attend this summit, this Victory Day Parade. So, and many analysts suggest that this sequence shows the emergence of a new strategic bloc centered on China. So, do you agree that holding this summit and the parade back to back highlights China's growing central role in global diplomacy and consolidates multipolarity under its leadership?
I think this question indeed touches the key focus of recent international discourse. Yeah, I believe this arrangement does highlight China's growing influence in the global affairs and its efforts to advocate for the multipolar world order. But however, characterizing it simply as the formation of the new strategic bloc may be not entirely accurate. Just like you said, China's ability to ally the SCO Summit with the major commemorative events and attract numerous world leaders reflects its strong diplomatic and organizational skills and, or we can say, the international appeal, particularly its success in bringing together many global South countries to indicate that China's approach to international cooperation, which is centered on development and respect for sovereignty, has gained broad recognition of other countries. And also China's advocacy for the equal and orderly multipolar world emphasizes the equality of all nations and opposes hegemony and bloc confrontation. And this expansion and growing attractiveness of the SCO itself actually are the manifestations of this multipolar trend, right? The combination of the summit and the commemorative activities showcases the alternative vision for the international order. The multipolarity of the world is distinct from the zero-sum game. So it follows not the logic of hegemony of the merely competition, but the philosophy of mutual respect and common development. Therefore, the key is that this way is far from the strategic bloc. China has repeated and emphasized a lot of times that its foreign policies is centered on building partnerships rather than alliance. We know the sharp differences between partnerships and alliance, right? And it strongly opposes the exclusive clique politics. The framework like the SCO are designed to foster the win-win cooperation and partnership networks, not the so-called military or the political alliance. Interpreting this as the strategic bloc may reflect the Cold War mentality applied to now new model of international cooperation. So in a word, I think this agreement underscores the rise of China's influence and aims to unite all countries in promoting a more equitable and multipolar international order. However, this is achieved primarily through providing global public goods and building partnership networks rather than forming the exclusive confrontational bloc. And we know that China advocates for building the community with a shared future for mankind, right? Where there is no number one or number two, where there is no big or small countries, but only friendly cooperation among all countries. So I think the so-called strategic bloc is not accurate. Yeah.
Okay, so Hani, my last question from you is about Pakistan. You know that Pakistan has played an active role in the SCO since becoming a member. So, how do you see the convergence of interest between Pakistan and SCO?
Okay. In my eyes, I think Pakistan has indeed played a very important role in the SCO. First, as a member of the SCO, Pakistan firmly supports the SCO as a crucial platform for combating terrorism and extremism, right? To ensuring peace and security and advancing the sustainable development. And Pakistan aims to address the security development dilemma by promoting synergy between the security agenda and economic development. Yeah, and also the China and Pakistan Economic Corridor is the flagship project of the Belt and Road Initiative, aligns closely with the SCO's goals of enhancing connectivity, right? Its coexistence. So through the infrastructures development, such as the Gwadar port and also transportation networks, and also the promotion of industrial parks, Pakistan provides SCO member states with new trade routes to the Indian Ocean, reducing the regional logistical costs. And Pakistan supports the establishment of the SCO Energy Club to explore cross-border power grid and oil gas pipeline projects, contributing to the diversification of energy security for the member states. And as one of the representatives of developing countries, Pakistan also advocates for the equitable and inclusive development perspective. It emphasizes the common demand of developing nations and promotes the SCO's focus on the not only the traditional security issues, but also including the non-traditional security issues, such as the climate change or food security. Thereby, it expands the organization's influence within the global south. And last but not the least, China and Pakistan has the solid foundation and long history of cooperation, right? With a profound friendship between the two nations, both countries share a strong consensus on principles to advocate for resolving the disputes through dialogue rather than confrontation. And this way actually aligns with the SCO's core objective of opposing hegemony and promoting multipolarity in the world. So through the practical collaboration, the two countries jointly facilitate the SCO's evolution. It's not only the security community, but also development community of the SCO. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wong Hon Yi, for your insightful input. We had a detailed discussion on SCO Summit, which is going on in Tianjin, China, and in future, we will again invite you for discussion on different topics. So thank you so much for your time, Wong Hon Yi.
Okay. Thank you very much, Asadullah. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you.